Hello, how are you all? I hope you're all okay. Sorry if I'm wobbling you around, I'm trying to hold you up in the air. Welcome to the woods. I've come out for a kind of Halloween-y kind of camp, although it's not going to be scary because otherwise I'll just freak myself out. So let's see what we get up to this weekend. Come on! So as you can see, you can probably hear it's windy, I do apologise. You can see I've got my hammock with me, my one wind hammock, my one wind tarp, my one wind underquilt. One wind, and it is windy. I look like I've come for a week. I don't know, honestly, why do I bring so much stuff when I come to the woods? And you see my little pumpkin. I'm going to decorate that later, or like carve it, and I'm hoping to make some pumpkin soup for my tea. I know, I've bought a steak. Welcome to my little humble abode. Sit down here, let me put you down. I do love this setup so much. Absolutely love it. And hopefully, exciting news, I should be bringing some more One Wind products to you soon. So that's really good. One Wind have said they want to continue working with me, so I'm really chuffed, really chuffed about that. So yes, lots of exciting little things in the pipeline. I'm going to sit and have some noodles, just going to have some lunch, and then I think we'll go for a little wander around the woods. I know I'm biased because these are our woodlands, but they're just so beautiful, especially with the weather like this and the sunlight coming through the trees. Honestly, it's amazing. The wind is picking up a bit at the minute. I just wanted to do a quick shout out to Knives and Tools on Instagram and Tasmanian Gear. Now, I don't know if you're like me, you get tagged in competitions and things and giveaways all the time, and 9 times out of 10 I end up like entering back, if you know what I mean. And I'd entered a giveaway and I'd completely forgotten, and I flipping won. Amazing. I never win anything, so I was chuffed to bits. So I've got this amazing rucksack. I'm not sure how many litres it is. It's pretty good size, and it's got all the molly bits on the front. I've added a couple of bits on here of my own and an extra little gear pocket that I had at home, but it's flipping lovely. It's so well made, and the zips are like really chunky. Absolutely chuffed bits of it, like padded straps. It's awesome, and that is now my new bushcraft backpack, because I've been using my unicorn bag. Yes, I have. It's not terribly practical or stealthy or anything. So yes, so that is now my new bushcraft backpack. So it kind of means I can keep my gloves in there and my stave in there and my hatchet and all that kind of stuff. And it also came with this first aid kit, which is, it's a really decent dry bag. It's, you kind of roll the top over. It's got all Velcro, and then inside it's got, she says, trying to pull it out, it's got this which is attached so you can't lose it, which is amazing, and it opens up and it's got loads of stuff in it. Now I will add to this, I always do. I normally add in like tick tweezers and some tablets and just extra bits and bobs that I need, but it's bloody awesome. Proper waterproof dry sack as well. My other first spray kits are not waterproof, that's for sure, so this is bloody brilliant. So I'm chuffed a bit, so thank you Knives and Tools and Tasmanian Gear, thank you ever so much. I'll put links to their Instagram pages and stuff in the description if you want to go and have a look at their wares, but very exciting. I think it's time for a beer. Now you're not going to believe this, ladies and gentlemen, it's like some kind of Halloween nightmare. Jokes. So the lovely Timotei, Mr. Born Outside, who we helped to reach 1,000 subscribers on my recent live stream, which is amazing. Well done, Tim. So well deserved. But yes, so he sent me some beers recently. And this one, in error, Tim, is only 0.5%. Now I thought, do you know what? My dad can't drink alcohol. So Dad, this one's for you, and if it's nice, I'm going to try and get you some. Northern Monk Mash Gang. Really dirty hands, I've just seen. Disgusting. Yeah. An American Pale Ale, so let's try. I thought, you know, it's never too early for non-alcoholic beer, is it? Ooh, lively. Oh, do you know what smells really nice? I could fool myself into not drinking alcohol. It's missing a certain alcoholic. Yeah, it's definitely missing a certain alcoholic je ne sais quoi that you get with alcohol. But you know, it's not bad. It's actually not bad. I remember when I was pregnant with the boys having to drink non-alcoholic lager, and I quite liked it. I'm not making a habit of it, you understand. I'm trying to see what it says. It doesn't really say anything exciting about the flavours, but it's nice. I thought this way I kind of feel like I'm having a drink. Thank you, Tim. You amazing man, you. I kind of feel like I'm having a drink, but I'm not starting too early. And actually this is a camp with a difference, ladies and gentlemen. I've brought ciders. Yes, I have. I've had a few people say to me that they don't really like beer and that they prefer cider. So, and I saw these in Tesco's and I thought, do you know what? Just to make a change. And one of them kind of felt a bit Halloween-y-ish. So I've got a cherry bakewell. They're all brothers ciders. A cherry bakewell cider, a marshmallow cider, and this is the one I felt was a bit Halloween-y, slightly. Oh, you can't read it. There. A toffee apple cider. You have toffee apples at Halloween, don't you? Sometimes as a kid, I remember hating them. But I thought as a cider it might be quite nice. So yeah, so they're all, I think they're all 4%, and clearly in glass bottles, which is why, because I do love a cider, I do. But I thought, do you know what, this will make a bit of a change, and clearly not going to carry glass bottles up onto the moors. So this seemed like the perfect opportunity. So yes, I thought it might make a bit of a change. So this is for you cider lovers out there. This is for you non-alcoholic lovers out there. Do you see there's something for everyone on this channel? Something for everyone. It's actually nice. Dad, I'm going to try and get you one of these. Oh man, just sitting here basking in the sunlight that's coming through the trees. It's absolutely amazing. These were just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Ooh, and while I'm thinking of it, not the gorgeous woods, I'm using my One Wind underquilt for the first time. This is the new one that they sent me that I reviewed a little while ago. This is the first chance I've had to actually try it. So I don't think it's getting down too cold tonight, but I'm really eager to give it a try and see if it helps keep me toasty warm tonight. I hope it does. I really hate being cold. Right, excuse my wire dangling, but I'm going to carve my pumpkin. I'm obviously going to keep it fairly simple, but I want pumpkin soup later, so I'm going to just kind of get out as much of the flesh as I can easily. Obviously I only need enough to make soup for just, it's almost like a starter, ladies and gentlemen, because I've got a steak later as well. So let's get creative. There we go. Not the prettiest or smartest of pumpkins, but hey, I'm in the woods and it's all right, isn't it? It'll look good later lit up. It's a happy pumpkin, obviously. Can't have a scary pumpkin. There we go. So, and I have brought some tea lights with me, even remembered that. And so I have kept enough of the flesh to do a soup. I don't know what it's going to be like. No idea, but I've bought an onion, garlic, some tomato puree, some herbs and spices and stuff, some chicken stock, and yeah, we'll see what it's like. Hopefully it'll be yummy. I'm going to get the fire going in a minute. The temperature's starting to drop, the sun's just starting to dip now, so you can see the sun is just disappearing behind those trees now, getting low in the sky. Right, I have chopped up my onion and garlic and put it in my pot. I have some oil from this amazing little set look that I got from the lovely James Sussex Outdoors. You can buy them from you know who. Lovely Carl, Outdoor Gear Essentials. So I'm just going to put some oil in there with my onion and garlic. And then what I've done, if I spin you around one moment, hoping you can see that. So I've moved the logs kind of over to one side, put the skewers on this side, and then I'm going to put my little pot with my onions and garlic in it over this side. Right, so now the onion, garlic, pumpkin, a chicken stock pot and some water is in there. Next I'm going to add some Steak Detective Stucker chili, salt and pepper, because this stuff is incredible and will give it a little bit of a kick as well as seasoning it at the same time. And it is really hot, so this will be nice and spicy. I've got a little pot here with some tomato puree in it and some easy chilli, so it really will be spicy. Hold out my stomach in the morning. I'm going to add some paprika, just a little bit, some, she says, nutmeg, ground nutmeg, freshly ground this morning, some ground coriander, and some just mixed herbs. Ooh, Apparently quite a lot of mixed herbs. And that is kind of it. Just going to put the lid on that now and leave it to simmer away, and then we'll give it a little taste test and add any extra herbs or anything if we need to. Smells good though, really does smell lovely. So my soup is ready. It's obviously incredibly hot because I've just taken it off the fire, but man, it smells insane. Oh, I think it's going to be quite spicy, ladies and gentlemen. For anyone who's interested, I'm going to pop the recipe, she says very loosely, for Karen's Gone Wild pumpkin soup into the description, because, well, I will if it tastes nice. I just wish you could, look, shall I waft it towards you? Can you smell that? Smell it? Oh, I'm so chuffed with how well it's come out. Now at home I'd blend it with my little hand blender, that is. Yes. Obviously I can't do that here. I don't know if you can get like little battery operated ones, but that seemed a little excessive. But actually, because I've just like cooked it for quite a long time, I don't know, not really. It's kind of just gone, tipping it the wrong way, aren't I? It's kind of just gone to mush, really. I'm going to leave it a minute to cool down. I think it's time to open my first cider. I can't believe I haven't already. And it's 20 to 7. You hear the geese? I'm hoping you could hear the owls that were twit-to-wooing with my pumpkin. It's all very autumnal, isn't it? It's exciting. Right, let me find my bottle opener. I can't decide which one to have first. I think I'm going to start with the cherry bakewell. Although it feels a bit weird having this because they're so sweet, aren't they? With my soup in a minute. I'll open it and have a little taste and then have my soup. Oh my god, it actually smells the cherry bakewell. Oh. It's cherry bakewell cider, everybody. Oh my god, it tastes amazing. Ooh, it's very sweet, obviously. And it literally, you can taste the cherry and you can taste like that marzipan-y kind of almondy flavour as well. Oh my god. Ooh, I like it. Makes a change, doesn't it? Change is as good as a rest, so they say. So the spoon I've been using to cook is one that I made. It's a little crude. You can use a normal spoon to eat. Hoping it's nice. Nervous now. What if it's horrible? I mean, it smells lovely and it's only got nice things in it, hasn't it? Oh, now that is nice. Has got a proper kick to it. Don't want to burn my mouth off. And I think I've got the quantities of everything about right. Maybe a little less chilli. I kind of forgot that I'd put some easy chilli in with my tomato puree. That was my slight error, but it's not too hot, you can't eat it, but depending on how spicy you like things. I do like them spicy though. God, that's lovely. Absolutely lovely. Yeah, the pumpkin's just gone really, really soft. You can see. Wowzers. Okay, I'm not going to make you watch me eat anymore. One more. Burn my mouth off. I'm just going to finish my soup now, and I've got some bread rolls to go with it. I'm just going to watch the fire. They're going mad. Hear them. Can't tell if they're getting fruity or fighting. Here comes the rain. Oh, I thought I'd got away with it too. Just starting to film and the owls have gone mad again. They've been really deathly quiet for ages. Literally press record and they start going. Right. These are very sickly, these ciders. Marshmallow next. That's not going to be at all sickly, is it? I'm definitely kind of regretting bringing 3 ciders with me because they're so sweet. Nice, but really sweet. Oh, it just smells sweet. I don't actually even know what a marshmallow tastes of. It just tastes very, very sweet. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to drink them all. Got nothing else with me, ladies and gentlemen. It's a bit of a worry. Who am I kidding? I'll drink them. They're just very, very sweet. Well, I've been having a lovely, chilled evening watching the fire. I'm going to run out of logs, which is a little bit annoying. But I guess when I do and when I get cold, I'll just go and snuggle in my hammock. It's not the end of the world, is it? It's not as cold as I thought it was going to be. Keep having the odd smattering, good word, of rain, but it hasn't come to anything yet. Now I've checked the weather and it's now saying it's going to be quite heavy overnight. A beautiful morning and then really heavy rain from lunchtime. So I'm going to need to get my ass in gear tomorrow. But I'm having a lie-in, just you see if I don't. I'm not setting an alarm. Never get a lie-in normally. Won't have one Sunday. So I'm going to have one tomorrow. God damn it. So I'm going to sit and enjoy my very sickly cider. I'll bring you back in a bit if I decide to open my what was it? Toffee apple, because that's not going to be at all sickly either, is it? The rain's here. I mean, I've been so lucky. I thought it was going to be raining on and off all afternoon and all evening, so the fact that it's only really just started is pretty impressive. But obviously it waited for me to really need a wee before it started raining. Always the way. I'm opening my toffee apple cider, everybody. I managed to work my way through the marshmallow one. It was actually quite nice. It's been a long time since I've drunk cider and it's just so sweet. I'm not going to keep on. But cheers, everybody. Sticky toffee. No, toffee apple. Why do I keep saying sticky? Kind of smells of toffee, actually. I can taste the apple more than I can taste the toffee. And I don't just mean because cider obviously is made with apples, but you know the apple flavour. Like if you have apple sweets, that apple flavour. It's just sweet. Really sweet. But hey, there you go, cider lovers. The brothers ones, especially if you've got a particularly sweet tooth, you will love these. I haven't had my steak yet, and I've been undecided whether to have it or not, but I'm nearly out of logs. In fact, I've just kind of gone around and gathered up a few odd sticks that I'm kind of drying by the fire. Don't know if that's going to work or not. And especially now it's raining as well. But I might just let it kind of die down a bit and I might just cook my steak. I mean, it's 10 o'clock. Why wouldn't you have a steak at 10 o'clock at night? But it seems silly not to eat it. And everybody knows that a bit of meat before bed keeps you warm. Told someone that earlier. I don't think they believe me, but it's true. I think it's really noticeable if you don't eat meat, and I'm all bunged up. Yeah, so the fact that I've just had my pumpkin soup and some bread and butter, maybe I need to have my steak. I don't know if you can see my little fire down here. Where are you? I think this might be it, ladies and gentlemen, unless I decide to cook my steak, which I might just show you briefly now if I've done it. Magic of editing. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to say goodnight. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video so far. I hope I haven't rabbited on too much. Cheers, everybody. I'll see you in the morning. Night. Good morning. It's actually really quite late. I've slept late because I really didn't sleep that great last night. I struggled to get into my sleeping bag. Now, I know a lot of people have said just to use my sleeping bag as a quilt, but I like sleeping on something. And I'm sure it must help with the warmth as well. It must do. So yeah, I ended up getting back out of my hammock again to try and sort my bed out to get back in again, to try to get in, and I still didn't manage to get in properly. So I was lovely toasty warm with my hot water bottle. Absolute genius move for in the woods. Genius. Slept in my down boots as well. I've no idea how cold it got last night actually. I'll check my thermometer thing in a minute. Good shout. But yeah, feeling a bit tired this morning. It's a gorgeous morning though. to wake up and see the sunshine coming through the tent or through the tarp is just gorgeous, darling. So I'm gonna get up now, get the kettle on, need a cuppa, and if I'm gonna toast my crumpets, then I also need some wood. So we'll see. I might start making a bit of a pack up. Got a bit of a deadline today in the fact that the rain is coming at 1 o'clock, and when it comes it stays and it's heavy. So I need to make the most of this glorious morning. She says sleep until 10. Why not? So yeah, let's get the kettle on. Couple of quick observations about my hammock camp last night. Please ignore the crap underneath it. I'm waiting for my kettle to boil, so that's going to keep me on track. So I set my hammock up too high. For starters, I struggled to get out of the bloody thing. I think once I'm in my hammock, obviously that gap between me and the under blanket does close up a bit. I do think One Wind maybe need to kind of look at how they can make this a bit simpler. And I know maybe people think it is simple, but I'm finding it a bit of a struggle, to be honest, to get used to. So yeah, and my feet ended up higher than my head. It is one of the most comfortable night's sleep that I can have in the hammock, because there's no kind of pressure on my hips or anything, but I need to try and get my setup right. And when I only get to camp like once, maybe twice a month, and then I'm trying to split it between the woods and the moors, I obviously don't get to use my hammock very often in the grand scheme of things. So remembering each time is a bit tricky for me. I will get it right. I will, because I love it. And I've kind of mastered the art now of getting in it and it not swinging everywhere, which is brilliant. But yeah, I need to figure out my sleep system in the hammock. Sleeping bag is not working, but I don't know what to do. So One Wind are very kindly going to be sending me some more gear to test out. So I'm going to have a real look and think about what best to get. So you can get the, I think I said on my review video of the under quilt, you can get a blanket that poppers on the top, so it kind of forms like almost like a cocoon. So I'm definitely thinking that would be great. And I think you can almost kind of wear it like a poncho as well, but they also do a poncho that will kind of turn into like a sleeping bag. So I'm going to look at those two things, I think, because for me to be warm is so important. As I say, last night I was snugly warm in the end, but only because I'd brought a down blanket with me and a sleeping bag. And the gaps where my sleeping bag should have been, I had my down blanket. The underquilt itself worked brilliantly. I didn't feel any coldness coming from underneath me at all whatsoever. So this little beast worked really well. So I'm really happy with it. And I know it's me being a bit picky, but I just like that it all matches the rest of my gear. So thank you again, One Wind, for that. And yes, I'll have a look at the website and I'll see, because I really want to make hammock camping work for me, and that's the last thing now, really. I've got an amazing tarp, I've got a brilliant hammock, lovely under blanket that works excellently. So now I just need a sleep system inside the hammock. So that's my next mission, to try to establish that. I'd love to know what you guys do. I think a lot of people tend to use quilts and things, but pop some suggestions in the comments. I know some of you did after my review of the underquilt, so thank you for those. But yeah, any other suggestions from expert hammock campers would be much appreciated. Right, I need a coffee. Just a quick reminder for you about the Be Your Own Barista coffees from the brew company that I have an affiliation with. I'll put the link in the description again. So I have ordered an advent calendar of coffee. Now, I'm not going to use it as an advent calendar, and in fact I've brought the first one with me today from Honduras, which is lovely. By the way, I love this one. I've had this one before. But basically it's a box of 25 coffees, and it comes with a whole like menu and of all the different coffees that are in there from all different countries around the world. It's a brilliant idea, and it was an absolute flipping bargain for 25 coffees as well. But honestly, the coffee's amazing. The bags are properly reusable, and I have many times now, which is just brilliant. Even if we're going out for a walk, you know, we can put some of our own ground coffee beans in it. Just genius, absolute genius. And I haven't had one fail me yet. So yeah, I'll put all that in the information in the description as well. I'm glad I kept some kindling back last night just to help it get going this morning. A bit like me, need a bit of wood to get me going in the mornings. I actually can't put into words how much I love my X-Fire 19. I absolutely love it. So I've just gathered up a few small bits of wood that were really quite wet and just added the kindling that I saved from yesterday. I just need some embers to cook my little crumpets, my ghost crumpets. But this thing is just brilliant. Honestly, I cannot rate it highly enough. I'm going to make sure the link is in the description for the lovely Cole. Outdoor Gear Essentials. I think you've had that. Oh, I think you've had his little theme tune twice in this video. Yes, because lovely Cole stocks the X-Fires and the X-Boils, which I am also absolutely chuffed to bits with. So yeah, honestly, they're amazing. The versatility is just out of this world. And to be able to have a proper decent sized fire last night was just amazing. Just boiling my water on it while it's all flamey, and then as soon as the flames go, I'm going to whap my crumpets on there. Ooh, I love a bit of crumpet. My little ghost crumpets. Look, shall I show you? Ooh, ooh, that's better, isn't it? I sound like an owl. Ooh, oh, there we go. Ooh, ghosty, ghosty, look. They've even got little faces. They're cute ghosts. So yes, got to have crumpet. A bit of crumpet in the morning to go with your wood. Cooking a treat and they smell amazing. Nicely toasted on that side. Ooh. Toasted crumpets camping, what a treat. So good. Love it. Right, I'm going to say goodbye now, guys. Thank you so much for coming with me. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I feel like there's been quite a lot of product placement in this video, but it's only because the kit that I've either been given or that I've bought is just working really well for me. So I just kind of want to share that with you, really. Don't forget to look in the description for any links and things like that. And I will see you all again soon. I'm not sure what my next video will be. Who knows? Just to keep you on your toes. Take care, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.